I chose to do the Bierman versus the University of Notre Dame, case study 3.1. The case facts, the plaintiffs are Christina and James Bierman, and the defendant is the University of Notre Dame. On October 27, 1979, Christina Bierman and Mr. Bierman attended a football game at the University of Notre Dame. The Biermans left the game a little early to beat the crowd, and as they were walking through the parking lot towards their car, they observed two men that appeared to be drunk and were arguing and fighting. One of them fell down, got up, and they both walked away. One of the men walked past the Biermans, and a few minutes later, a man fell into Mrs. Bierman from behind, knocking her over and causing her to suffer from a broken leg. There were no ushers and no security on the premises at that time when the incident occurred. Bierman and her husband sued the University of Notre Dame for damages resulting from the injury. And after the evidence was reviewed and closed, the trial court granted Notre Dame's motion for judgment on the evidence. Bierman appealed the original decision and brought up one major issue, and that issue was whether Notre Dame had the duty to protect her from injuries caused by the acts of a third person. Bierman argued that she was a business invitee of the University of Notre Dame, and therefore the university owed her a duty to protect her from any injuries caused by anybody on the premises. The University of Notre Dame argued that the university cannot be liable for the acts of a third person, even if they invited her to the game. The main law that is used throughout this case is called the Restatement of Torts. This states that a possessor of land who holds it open to the public for entry for his business purposes is subject to liability to members of the public while they are on the land for such purpose, for physical harm caused by the accidental, negligent, or intentional harmful acts of the third persons or animals, and by the failure of the possessor to exercise reasonable care to A, discover that such acts are being done or are likely to be done, or B, give a warning adequate to enable the visitors to avoid the harm or otherwise to protect them against it. Generally, the operator of a public entertainment location owes a duty to keep the premises safe for all of the people that attend the event. However, the inviter is not the insurer of the invitee's safety. So that means that the public entertainment location has the duty to provide safety precautions, meaning signs, security, EMT, things of that nature. But even with all that present, they cannot ensure that anybody will not be harmed, but they are supposed to have warned them and then provide care for them if harm to them does occur. Before liability can actually be put on the inviter, which is Notre Dame, it must have actual or constructive knowledge of the potential danger. So, with that being said, the University of Notre Dame is completely aware that alcoholic beverages are served and consumed on the premises before and during the game. They are widely known for their tailgate parties in the parking lots before the game and around the stadium. The university had multiple reasons to know that some people would become too intoxicated and then pose a threat for the safety of the other people around them. Therefore, Notre Dame does have a duty to take precautions to protect all the people that attend the football game from injuries caused by the action of the third party. The court, after seeing all these findings, reversed the original judgment from the trial court and decided in favor of the Biermans. The implications that an athletic administrator needs to take from this case would be that they really need to take it seriously when they are coordinating with the facility management to ensure that the proper precautions are in place for every single event. So that means police, EMT, security, supervisors should all be present for every single event. And on top of those people being present, they also need to have the proper knowledge to administer the specific care or security actions that can happen at any time. Um, Signs should be posted for potential dangers just to warn all of the guests. Um, this case teaches us about the importance of preparing for the worst. Simply warning the guests about potential dangers would have saved Notre Dame a lot of time and money in this entire situation.